And welcome to Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We are live on the WJRG television network, and the show is being produced by my good friend, Big Don from Big Don Production. What's up, my brother? God bless you tonight.
Everything is good. Just waiting to hear if LeBron James going to go out in style or if they're going to carry him out.
We got the legend to my right, Bruce Austin. What's up, Bruce?
Everything's beautiful, brother.
All right. Give me a pound. All right. And all the way in Jacksonville, Florida, my brother, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
All right, bro. How you doing? How's everybody this evening?
Sir.
All right. And we got a sports legend, another sports legend, Anthony McLean. He got a good article that's going to be, the newsletter should be out, Anthony, and probably, hopefully by tomorrow. My daughter, she should have had it done today. Might be done tonight. He's talking about Andrew Toney, Henry, your boy.
That's my favorite basketball player of all time.
Yeah. Nice. Appreciate it. No, it's a good article. I actually learned a few things about him I didn't know about in college as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk about him tonight a little bit too. Since I'll come to think of it, we talk a little basketball. We'll get to him too. But Larry's not here. Larry, he's in the emergency room. We're going to keep him in our prayers. McCormick, Pastor Walter T. We're going to keep him and his wife in our prayers as well, and waiting for Bishop to come on if he comes, and Brother Kendall. So we're going to get started tonight. So what you got? Anyone talk about the All-Star Weekend or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you and Donald want to start the topic on that? Do you want me to?
Well, I guess my main topic is first of all, I loved it. I love this one here. Right on down. I liked it, the 3-point. I went. The dunk was all right. I heard a lot of people complaining about the dunk contest because, Stephen A. He crying that LeBron James. You can't put him in now. I know you should keep bringing up LeBron James. 40 years old, white with them young guys.
Right.
But I thought it was pretty good. I mean, sure, we ain't got guys jumping over cars no more, but I really liked it. And then the All-Star game itself, the stripes, the stars, the world, I loved it all. So I think it was really great. I think the old guys did pretty good. I mean, they didn't win it, and they did get blown out in the end. But I think the old guys did pretty good. I mean, because they did win 2 games. And that was pretty good for them old guys before they ran out of gas. Us being up there in age, we know they could have ran out in the first game.
Go ahead, Bruce. Give me your comment on that.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. I found myself getting excited, man, jumping around. But I think they did the old guys wrong. They should have had them play first. So they could extend the rest time. The young boys on the sideline for half an hour laughing and eating popcorn.
Yeah.
And the old guys got, 5 minutes of rest?
No, I totally agree with you. They should have. They said the old guys played first. What?
Yeah, but the format itself, it was a big change from the previous years. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it, man. I like that.
You actually had to play to win it this time.
You had to play to win it.
You had to play to win it. And Wimbyana wanted it bad, too.
Yeah. They gave good effort. That was nice.
So go ahead, Anthony. Give me your thoughts on it. I go with my brother.
Hey, bravo to the NBA. They got it right. You see where they're probably going to have to tweak it because like we said, the old guy sort of sucked it win in that last game, unfortunately. But early on, what I'm impressed is that, and I put it in the chat here, 8.8 million viewers on NBC, Peacock, and Telemundo, and it already doubled last year's All-Star game audience. They had 4.7 last year on TNT, and it's the largest audience that they've had since 2011. So everything the NBA wanted, it worked out perfectly. They got the ratings, they got the folks. There's been very few people that I've heard that said they didn't like it. I mean, there was some people, I guess, whining about the slam dunk, but yeah, this was exactly what the NBA needed. And like I said, you get the feeling they'll look at this and say, okay, how do we tweak it for next year? They're in Phoenix next year, but I think I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical going in, but no, they got it. They get it right. They got it right completely on this.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the All-Star game, I really, really liked it. I enjoyed the format. I didn't, because Saturday I was doing my show, so I didn't get a chance to slam dunk. I didn't see none of that. But the All-Star game now, I would say because of the injuries, the world team really got cut short because Shea didn't play, Giannis didn't play. Luka just really came back from injury, and the Joker. So they were really kind of missing some of their stars. But Victor played really well. I mean, because they took the other team, the guy from Toronto, Scotty Barnes. He had to hit the 3-pointer to win that game for them. And then Kawhi Leonard had to go off in the other game. When he scored like 30-something points. And then whatever in that quarter, he made like 11 straight baskets or whatever. But I think if the world would have had all their guys, they might have pulled it out. But the only thing is like the older guys, you could kind of. I already had that feeling that it was going to get blown out. I think I was talking to my brother when they called the guys can't get ready to play the young guys. They gonna get ready to get killed, because it was just because it took so much energy for them to really get past the world team. And to me now, again, like I said, the world team, Giannis and Shea, they didn't play because Luka and really the Joker, they didn't really play that much either.
Maybe about 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't care. In my mind, they still lost. Let's stop talking about for the losers, man. Yeah. They didn't play. So what? They lost. They lost. I ain't giving them no excuse. Come back next year and come back.
You know what? By looking at this, I like the American team better. You know why? Because the world team got too many big guys. They dominated with big. I agree. You know what I mean? Them young guys like Kerry and them, forget they didn't play either. You know what I mean? And they run them all over the place, shooting them threes on them big boys, trying to hold them out there.
Right. They do got too many big guys because, but Shade would have been one guard, and when Murray was on the team, I can't remember, and like the Luka was there, but it wasn't like he wasn't really there. But I really enjoyed it. I just enjoyed the format, and they really played.
Just say next year the world team should be the winner, but this year they got.
I don't know. Can you imagine Ant-Man and Steph out there shooting bombs on them?
Yeah, well.
I mean, this is you know what I mean? It could be very interesting.
Anybody? I got a question for the panel now. Like I said, you wasn't on Friday, and most of the panel said that Wembanyama is going to be the face of the league, or he's already the face of the league. I know LeBron's still there. But do you think Anthony Edwards made a statement by winning the All-Star Game MVP and the way he played? That, in other words, don't give it to Wemby too fast.
No.
You know, talk.
He had his chance.
No, he's still young too.
See, but the difference with Wemby and Ant-Man is Wemby started out building a mansion. Ant-Man started out building a house. See, when you building that mansion, you get noticed quicker, and you don't never lose that long as you keep it up. And look what Wemby doing, man.
Okay, but let
me ask you.
Okay,
who you think will fill the arenas up?
Wemby. Both of them. No, both of them will. Because
people can come from all over the world to see Wemby play. 75 guys doing what he do.
Okay.
Ant would be he would be pretty high around there. He'll be.
Well, first of all, he plays.
He ain't gonna be like.
Well, first of all, he plays in Minnesota. I'm not saying that San Antonio is a bigger market, but they got more. They got more of a winning tradition than Minnesota.
Now, we ain't talking about tradition.
Listen.
We're talking about players.
Anthony Edwards have a game like Kobe, Michael.
Don't make no difference.
It does. He brings the drama.
Impact. Well, you bring the drama. You must go see what Wemby doing at 75.
He does too. I'm not saying he don't. He does, but I'm saying, what is
Ant doing that Wemby not doing?
He's a little man.
I'm saying, what is Ant-Man doing that Wemby's not doing?
Wemby's 75.
At 75.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying, that's the point I'm trying to
I'll give you an example. They showed him one time he was down low. A little guy was on him. I forgot who was on him. Yeah, it was no matchup because once he got the ball, you can either Kawhi. Can't nobody hold him when he down low. Kawhi Leonard. They had to follow the guy.
Look at the example I'm making. Yeah, but look at the example I'm making.
Yeah.
Ant-Man is basically a small forward shooting guard.
Okay.
People expect to see him do that. It's nothing that Ant-Man's doing that this guy 7'5" not doing.
Okay.
No, let me finish. He's stepping back on the jumper. He tearing the rim down any way he wants. He's blocking the rim. He's way ahead of Ant-Man. Ant-Man is not doing anything that Wemby's doing. As a big man, 7'5", he's shooting just as good a jumper as Ant-Man is.
Who won the MVP All-Star weekend?
Because the Stars won the game.
Oh,
Who you think would have got the MVP if the world had a won? Who would have got MVP?
But he played, didn't he play? He played. Though.
I'm saying if the world would have won, who would have got MVP?
Wemby would have
I
got
did.
but he didn't
know the
win.
way it goes.
But he didn't win though.
Yeah, but you know the way it goes. They're not gonna give it to Wemby and
I
the
understand
Stars
that.
won. Come on.
But Anthony Edwards, he deserved it. No, Bruce, I'm not taking nothing away from Wemby.
Yeah, but you asked me who won the MVP.
I'm not taking nothing away from Wemby. I'm sorry.
But see, to me, the big thing is Wemby is doing things that he's not supposed to do.
Exactly.
And ain't doing nothing to surprise anybody.
Exactly.
But
That's
now,
what I'm saying.
At 7'5",
Okay.
this guy can go through his leg, behind his back, whatever he got to do.
We know that
Respect
part.
that man.
I mean that part there. I mean, he's amazing doing that. But if you're 7'5" and you got Kawhi Leonard on you or anybody small, I mean,
what about the fact he's shooting threes? If you 7'5", you shooting threes with the guards. Bring that part up.
No,
we know ain't nobody stopping.
I told you.
Ain't nobody stopping Ant-Man either.
Yeah, what
Ain't
about
nobody stopping Ant-Man. So what makes it special?
7'2", he can't do nothing with Wemby. Why you bring up the boy from the Clippers, Leonard? Why you don't bring up Chet Holmgren? He's 7'2".
Because when you're 7'5" and you down low,
but how often is he down low? The man's all over the place.
He's all over the
That's
place.
not a good point. If we had true centers these days, no, because he's not a true center.
7'5".
He's like at 7'5", he's not there shooting threes. He running on the break.
I know what he's doing.
He's doing everything Ant-Man doing, but better. He's 7'5". He's not supposed to, Jerry. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Yeah, you do. You're saying that he's supposed to be doing these things at 7'5".
I didn't say he's supposed to be doing that. I'm amazed.
You only got 1 point. You only got 1 point, Jerry. The 1 point you got is he can take a man down low because he's bigger. That's the only point you got.
But ain't
no big point because he don't use it. He barely uses it.
And the guy is 6'2".
Most guys 7'5", most 7-footers in the league ain't using that.
Most 7'5"
Durant
guys
not
down
using
low.
it. Holmberg, he only uses it a little bit. He's outside too.
Can I ask you a question? Would he be more devastated down low? I'll take a deep one.
He's more devastating like it.
Would he be more devastating down low?
I'm not gonna say he would be because down low he could get the hit in the side. He can get hurt. No, he's better just like he is. That's why you think they don't make the big guys go inside no more?
Well, he didn't win it. That's why he didn't win MVP. Anyway, go ahead, Anthony.
But on that thought, now,
go ahead.
Because now during the interview, when they asked Anthony Edwards, he said, well, because Wemby came out playing, he said, well, I had to step up my game. But if the world team was in the championship game, Anthony Edwards might not have won the championship as the MVP.
Bruce always get on that with if.
No, I just say
you say tonight.
You was
I know we're gonna have to have Anthony, but listen, Ant-Man also said he don't mind sharing it. That part too.
Yeah, but everybody know whoever win, that's who usually get the MVP.
Sure.
The guy on the winning team. So I don't see why you keep bringing up who got the MVP. They won it. That's why he got the MVP.
Well,
if the world would have won
MVP ain't gonna make him face of the league.
If Wemby's doing everything he's saying, then why didn't he win it?
Because the world didn't win it.
Well, why didn't he win it? He bragging how good he is. Why didn't he win it then?
Somebody hit me in the head.
Hey, man, you ain't never gonna get in there if you don't jump in.
The guy's 7'5", all the good things they do.
Listen, somebody
This way. Wilt Chamberlain said something years ago. Nobody likes Goliath. And I think that speaks to what the thing is now. It's like the big man, it's almost like the big man doesn't he's supposed to do and all this other stuff, but the game has changed a lot. I will say this. The reason why I think Wemby is going to be the bigger star is because strictly international. You know, I'm going to try to say this and not maybe be a lot of hyperbole. He has an opportunity to be what Shohei Ohtani is to baseball strictly because of the international play. Now, look, Ant-Man Is Ant-Man one of the 5 best players in the NBA? Absolutely. No doubt about that. And put it this way, if Wemby is 1 and he's number 2, it's no disrespect to Ant-Man. I will say this. If he gets I will say this. If he gets Minnesota to the finals and wins it, then we can talk about, him and Wemby going at it. But the thing also is, remember, they're both in the same conference. So one of them, one's going to go to a final on a given year, one's going to go to a final, and one's not going to go, and one may get knocked off by either one. I think that's why it would be tough for Edwards to be the face unless he's able to knock them off or they get knocked off or whatever, because they're in the Western Conference. It's going to be tough because, again, Wemby's game is just, it's for a center. He's doing stuff that, you can say Ralph Sampson, but even he's taking what Sampson did to a whole different level. And the scary thing to me with Wembanyama is that he is still a baby. He can get better. That's the scary thing about it.
And he could grow another 2 inches.
Yeah, he can still get better.
Anthony, I never saw nobody do the things that Wemby does. I've been watching NBA basketball all the way back to Bill Russell.
For his height, you mean?
Anyhow,
for his height, doing what he
for
does.
his height. That's what I'm talking about. For his height. Never seen anybody do what he does for his height. Never. Hit the 3-pointers, bring the ball up. He can bring it up like a point guard. I'm not taking nothing away from what he does. And I'm not saying he's not better than Anthony Edwards. I'm just saying between the two of them, I think, right? Anthony Edwards has an opportunity. I don't want to throw Luka in there because Luka is good, even the Joker. But Wemby is better than them. Okay?
Yeah.
Skill-wise.
Don't forget Shea Gills, Alex.
Right.
He's
you got to throw SGA.
He was healthy. He could have easily got that MVP too. Most likely, the award would have won if Shea had been playing too.
I think if we're looking at the big picture here, I think if nothing else, the NBA is in good. Let's face it. There's a lot of people that were ready to. If and when LeBron and Steph and all these guys retire, they're probably going to retire within the next, say, 3 to 4 years or so, and then they're going to have to turn the league over to the quote unquote youngins.
Don't forget
the NBA's I think we see now the NBA is in pretty good shape with the guys that are there, and they're all gonna. What's good is that you got Wembanyama in San Antonio, you have Ant-Man in Minnesota. SGA is in Oklahoma City. I think the good thing is that you don't necessarily need to have great teams in Boston, in New York, in LA to win. Remember, Golden State is Oakland. And you could argue that Chicago's not a small market, but compared to New York, Boston, and LA, Chicago a little bit smaller, but they were able to sustain. I think, again, big picture wise, the best thing that came out of Sunday to me was that they revived the All-Star game, got the fans excited again, and also the league's in good hands now. It really is. The league's in very good hands for the next 5 to 10 years now, as long as these guys stay healthy and stay keep their nose clean, literally and figuratively, off the field.
Yeah, and I just want to say real quick about Victor. The other thing, because of his height, on the defensive end, he's so impactful. So to me, that's why he would have to be the best player in the league, because there's nobody in the league that can impact the game on both ends like he can.
Right. I never seen
because that 7'5" now, he can protect the rim, but see, some big guys, they might be good defensively, but then on the offensive end, they don't really give you much. They can't really. He can do that. Plus, he can play defense without fouling, because you know how like you take like Jerry Jackson, some other guys,
Yeah.
they get a lot of silly fouls. He doesn't do that. He's
That's
real
cool.
disciplined, man. He for his height. I mean, the way he guards the rim, that to me, that's what makes him impressive. So now I would like to see Anthony Edwards come down one pull and see if he can slam over my man. That would be nice.
Wow. Listen, if Wemby keep his nose clean too. See, they would love to have a clean guy like they have with LeBron James,
Yep.
like they have with Michael. Anthony Edwards.
Not
can
with
clean-
Michael. Not with Michael. Michael
Yeah.
was
Yeah, yeah, well, they still looking at Michael as
Nah,
clean.
they looking at what he won
Yeah.
on the court.
He was pretty good. I mean,
Mike
had that
don't even
one
want
little-
you to bring up. Mike don't even want you to bring up nothing
You know,
he did off the court.
Magic was clean. You know, they was all clean.
Magic
I
was
got age. I got age, right? Come on now.
No, but I'm really talking about
I got you.
about the big boy there. If he keep his nose clean, it's gonna make a lot like LeBron James. They'd rather have a guy like that more so than an Ant-Man out there making babies and have to pay
Yeah,
child.
no, but Kendall, what because you just came on.
Yeah.
I asked them guys with the All-Star weekend, Anthony Edwards was the most valuable player
Yeah.
in the All-Star game. And I know Friday night we automatically labeled and we gave the face of the league to Wemby. I asked the question, do you think Anthony Edwards made some type of statement that don't give it to him too fast because I'm right here myself as well. And people got to look at me as well too. That's all I said, and these guys went off on me. They went off
Well,
on me.
I think they tried to give it to Anthony Edwards, but then those three women, those three babies, and he made a statement over the weekend. But inevitable, we got the best player in Victor Wembanyama, and I think it's going to add an international flair to it. I mean, this guy has African American skin.
And you said it a little louder. Jerry moved a little far back in his chair.
Yeah, because at the beginning stages, they were really looking for a face of the league. And they remember it was going to be John Morant. John Morant at one time was the most dominant player of the league. He has a gun. He gets in trouble, got another gun. Get him out of here. Zion Williamson, man, this guy gets a baby with a porn star or something like that. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh my God. LeBron James has been keeping it clean. And Steph Curry, they've been pretty holding it down as far as the generation of LeBron and Steph. What's beautiful about the two of them and Kobe, is that they stayed married, and that was a good thing to look at. LeBron, stayed married. I mean, LeBron and what's her name? Alicia Curry, whatever her name is, the wife. So now we get this guy, Anthony Edwards, and then we get John Morant. Then this Victor Wembanyama shows up, and he's talented. I mean, really talented. And I think he will be the face of the NBA because the NBA is going to have an international flair. It's going to take it to another level. We've never seen nothing like this, but we almost saw something like this in Ralph Sampson. But then his knees went, huh?
Can we have two faces like Magic and Bird?
Yeah, you bring a camera.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And you know what? But it would be a blessing if the one was in the East and one was in the West, so they could meet in the finals.
Because Anthony Edwards already beat Kevin Durant in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He beat LeBron James. He already beat the Joker in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He done beat the big
He
names.
didn't beat OKC. You forget one big name.
They didn't play out there.
I'm saying he didn't beat Shea Gillis.
But they didn't play yet.
He
I don't
beat those
think they
guys.
didn't
They
play yet.
didn't play. Who fought
No,
with
I'm
him? Shea
talking
was
about,
there.
I'm not.
That's right. Shea was there.
Wemby didn't beat him either. But the Wemby beat him.
I'm
I'm
saying.
Did Wemby beat him?
Let me make it clear.
Did Wemby beat him?
Shea
Yes or no?
Gillis Alexander would probably get it before.
Did
Ant-Man.
Wemby beat him yet?
He would probably beat
Did
him.
Wemby
before-
beat
I'm not saying-
LeBron or any guy in the playoffs yet? Yes or no, Don?
No.
Okay, all right.
But who keep bringing up Shea's name?
You
and
brought
that's-
Shea name up.
And there's a reason why. Because you guys are trying to leave him out, and he,
I didn't leave him
as
out.
far as I'm concerned, he's gonna be bigger than Ant-Man. Who been getting MVP of the league for the last couple of years?
He got it.
It wasn't Ant-Man. Just cause Ant-Man got in the All-Star
Over
game.
Wemby
All of a sudden
Over
now,
Wemby too.
yeah.
Over Wemby too.
If he,
What about the Joker? Don't forget the Joker.
Why? Don't win it too.
no
Why? He
Wemby
didn't
right in
win
there.
nothing. What did he win yet?
Nothing.
Why? Neither one
So
of
why
them
not
anything
give
yet.
it to Shea? At
So
least Shea
I'm just
proved
saying
himself.
again, Anthony Edwards beat LeBron James. Did he Kendall in the playoffs?
Yep.
And him and Luka. Then he beat the Joker,
Yep.
right? And he beat the third guy except for Donald. Cut me off. He beat these guys.
Yeah, but he still didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Well, Wemby didn't make it either. In that
Yeah,
case,
but
you give
Shea
him the
did.
face.
Shea did.
Oh, did you want those Shea in there? Then?
They did.
I'm not knocking Shea.
How many years Wemby been in the league?
What, 3 years now?
This is third year.
All right, 3 years. Okay.
How many years?
How many
has
years Magic been in there when Magic won? When he won his first
Yeah, but
championship?
everybody ain't Magic.
But don't bring up how many
Everybody
years.
ain't Magic.
But how many years have been there?
Three.
Well, Bird won his second
You
year.
going back? We
No,
talk about the
Bird-
guy. Listen,
Bird won his second year too.
yeah, but listen, we talking about the guy.
But you know what? How many
How
years?
about Tim Duncan?
They make your point.
We talk about the guys that playing against each other now.
Okay.
We not talking about Magic and them. We talk about Shea.
I know what we're talking about.
Ant-Man.
I know what we're talking about.
So why you got to go back to Magic
I know
to make your
No,
point?
because
let's
you
keep
said
it home.
no.
Let's
You
keep
trying
it
to say
home.
how many years?
What
How many years?
I'm saying them guys that he playing against was in the league
Okay.
longer,
He been
so
playing,
they had more
he
opportunity
been
to
playing
win.
3 years and he didn't win nothing either yet. Okay. In that case,
Oh, my
is that the point you trying to give me to say?
No.
He played for 3 years
make my
and
point.
he didn't win yet.
If I let you
No.
make my point for me, I ain't.
The only one won was SGA. Only one that
But-
won was SGA.
But you know what?
And
Hey, out of all the young guys, the only one that got something is Shaq. He's the only one.
he's the only
That's
one that
right.
won.
Yeah, well, my point
Shea
is.
and Chet Holmgren. Don't forget him
Shea.
on the same team.
Let's go with Shea. I mean, if you guys want Shea to be the face of the league or be in that
I wouldn't mind if
conversation,
he the face
that's
100.
great. I'm not knocking Shea.
At least he ain't got 3 babies out there. You know, all that stuff gonna
Well,
hurt that man.
I'm not gonna bring all that about his babies and all that.
Well, what do you think the league gonna look at?
Well,
They're gonna bring all that up too.
Well, Michael was
They
there.
want a face.
Well, Michael had babies on the side too.
I don't know about Michael have nothing but that one girl. I don't know about all these babies on the side.
I don't know, but Mike had two boys. That's with his wife.
Yeah,
I ain't seen
I don't
nobody
know
else.
about all them other babies.
That's the only one I seen.
And then he
I
left
don't know
his
what
wife
he
for
did.
that other woman. That's all I know.
I don't want to knock Mike. But we know
But see, the
but we know
difference
Mike's
is
the camera,
social
right?
media. Social media
Right.
wasn't back there when Mike was doing this thing. Everything is out in the open now with social media. So we don't know what Mike did or didn't
No,
do.
I'm not gonna knock Mike.
But
Whatever, I
everything
don't care
now is
what-
on social media, that app and all the young guys.
Oh, you're down.
That's the difference.
Shea, you're right. He's the MVP, and he's a champion right now. He won the last championship, and he's an MVP player.
And he's headed for being MVP this year, except for he got hurt.
But
He was in the league.
what Bruce said to me one time, I think about him that he don't bring the what? Was it him you said?
The drama.
He don't bring
He
the drama.
bring it now.
How you bring the
He's
drama?
been bringing plenty of drama when he won that championship.
Yeah. He
He's
was
been
smooth.
bringing plenty of drama.
Oh, yeah, he's
Like I
smooth
said.
now.
He's been playing.
well,
Everybody loves to see him play.
Well, in
He's
that
drawing
case,
the crowd.
Giannis got a championship too, and so does the Joker.
Yeah.
They bring the drama like.
Well,
like
Shea been bringing more fashion drama, wearing
Yeah.
fur coats on the sideline.
But he's bringing the drama.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they ever been the drama too in that case.
And they ever bring a
oh,
lot.
definitely
oh,
bring
oh,
Anthony
bring
ever
drama.
bring more drama than all of them because he got this.
Yeah,
So
but
he
he
brings
need
more drama than all
he
of
need
them.
a ring to go with that drama.
So
Yeah.
Wemby didn't want to.
Yeah, but Wemby ain't been in the
Wemby
league
ain't
for
talking.
3 years.
How many years
He
has
was
Kevin
hurt
been in the league?
last year. Wemby didn't play last year, did he? Yeah, I mean, you can't get no ring on the sideline.
Well, I mean, hope he played it. I agree. He can't go
You
on the
hope he
sideline.
play.
Well, he
Now
can't
you
go.
hope he
He
play.
can't go down the sideline. I agree with you.
Yeah, he hope he
But-
play. He
but-
didn't play
I'm just
because
about
he
to-
was hurt.
Well, then you can't make it the face.
He had a blood clot in his
Right.
shoulder.
Right.
Oh, he could be the face of the league. That's not a bad thing being hurt.
No, if he's on the sideline, he can be the face of the
That
other
was
sideline.
last year.
Well, Kawhi Leonard had
That was only
Kawhi
one
Leonard
year.
had a great game.
Come on.
But
Don't break on Leonard.
that's how you do in the
Don't put
playoffs.
Leonard up against
That's
nobody.
how you do in the playoffs.
You can't use Leonard to
Let's
win
see
no
how he do in the playoffs. He
It
had a
don't
great
matter how you
game.
do. He ain't gonna never be the face of the league.
No, I'm not
He
talking about
on
being the
his way
face of
out.
the league. I'm talking about he got the capability to show what he could
Yeah,
do.
but Leonard was
But that's how
averaging
we do
20 games a year. How you gonna bring Leonard?
How we even know Leonard gonna make it through the
That's
playoffs?
my point.
Well, listen, Leonard is going to play out now because he's on his last year of his Clipper deal. He's going to play until he gets another deal. Then he's going to sit down after he's signed.
You said that Wemby had a blood clot last year, right? And Bruce said he was hurt. So you can't be the face of the league if you're hurt.
That's only one time.
Well, Michael Jordan was out his whole second year.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
And he wasn't the face of the league then either. Well, Magic was face of the league then. Magic and Bird. He wasn't face of the league then.
Yeah, but guess what? He came back. He came back and scored that 49, 63, and 18.
Kevin, y'all talking to me. I know LeBron's for the face
Yeah,
of the
but
league.
we talking about when LeBron leaves.
All right, when LeBron
We
leaves.
ain't talking about now. When LeBron leaves, ain't none of these guys gonna be the face
Eddie, go to
until
another.
LeBron leaves.
That's got a job, but you got to bring out Friday nights when I'm not in. All right, Eddie, give me another topic. All right, come on, give me another one.
So, as far as how were you guys impressed with how Kawhi played
They knocked Kawhi from minutes ago.
Yeah, but they just proved their point. He playing for that money.
Right.
He playing for that
Last
money.
year of his deal.
Why?
Kawhi's smart, man.
Yeah.
But if he's 40, he's still hanging in there.
And you may go to another question. Because Kawhi was playing in front of his owner, too. And that was at the
Absolutely. He was playing for his own. But what I'm saying is now, this was, you guys let me finish. So now, because they did the MVP for just the championship game, if you took the overall, all the games, okay, now, so which out of all the 4 games they played, besides Kawhi Leonard's play, where he scored like 11 straight baskets or whatever what it was in a row, do you think he should have got the MVP?
No, I would have gave it to Wemby.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but you make a good point because Leonard was taking over one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had his stretch now. He had his good stretch.
Yeah, but he ran out of gas. I was to the young boy.
Yeah, but that was in the other game.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about what he did when he ran out of gas, man. Come on.
And also you got to remember. This is a different. Remember, this is a different format from all the other previous All-Star games. All-Star was just one game.
Right.
I mean, put it this way. If you want to have most valuable of the tournament, yeah, you can make it. 31 points in 12 minutes. You can't poo-poo that. Now, if that's part of a 4-quarter game where they're playing traditionally, then maybe Kawhi gets the MVP. But again, because of the format and because of the way it played out, it would be tough to give him MVP. You're going to give it to the guy who had the best game for the team that won it, and Ant-Man did.
Right. That was my point. As far as for the way the All-Star format went out, because you look at the way Wemby played, Kawhi played, and Anthony Edwards played really great in the championship. Well, Kawhi, Kawhi did play. He was like Donald said. All the old guys, they was out of gas then. But if you took,
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? But if you take the whole thing all together and combine it, who had the best? Who do you guys think had the best overall All-Star performance?
Kawhi Leonard.
No, Wemby had 31 points in 18 minutes one game.
Right. In the first game, I think it was.
I didn't see. Okay, my fault.
I got to go with overall. I'm still going with Wemby because Wemby wanted to win, and he played his heart out every game. He's the only one that played his heart out every game.
Yeah, but
I think if nothing else, I think he set the tone for it. If nothing else, remember he said he was saying on that Thursday, "Hey, I'm coming out to play, y'all, y'all," and the rest, and give the rest of the league credit. They rode off of his back, and that's why I think that's why everybody was able to enjoy the weekend, or at the very least the game. But yeah, it's I'm anxious to see the tweaks that they're going to make from it, because now that we physically have seen it, now that we've seen how it was, you got to figure they're sitting at the league office and saying, okay, here's what we did right.
Yeah.
Here's what we did wrong. And here's what we can do to whatever, because as good as it was, it could be better. It could have been a lot better.
Hey, real quick, just on a thought that Anthony was brought up, maybe everyone think about that. One of the tweaks they should probably do, instead of putting all the old guys on one team, on the American team, mix it up.
I don't like.
You guys think about that?
No. Before we get to that, I gotta say this. First of all, who's the best team in the West? Or would you guys say right now? The best team in the West.
Oh, okay.
OKC.
Oh, but San Antonio beat them, what, 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 or something?
Okay.
Like four in a row.
And there's only 3 games separated, only 3 games behind them overall in the standings. So
who got the better team? Or San Antonio or OKC?
Yeah, but
OKC because I think OKC's got the championship pedigree.
Huh?
OKC because they've got the championship pedigree.
Yeah, but they got to be.
And ain't nothing gonna really come out until the playoff gets here.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
you have to favor the team that's still they're the reigning champs. I mean, as great as San Antonio
with the best
is.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It hurt right now.
I want to say this, and today's February, the 17th?
17th, yep.
February
Michael
17th.
Jordan's birthday.
All right, happy birthday, Mike. All right, Ken, I want to say this. February 17th, you guys bragging on Wemby, which he's a great player, okay? He's the best player in the league and blah, 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 all this here. They didn't beat OKC 3 out of 4, so they got their number so far anyway. Wemby's the best player. He's 7'5". He can do all these great, amazing things. When the playoffs come, all right, starting in April, I don't want to see them get knocked out in the first, second round. I want to see Wemby carry that team.
Yeah, but
let's see what Ant-Man gonna do. Let's talk about Ant-Man
no,
too
we talking
now.
about Wemby.
No, we gotta talk about it. We can't talk about
you
Wemby.
got me bragging on Wemby.
When you bragging on Ant-Man?
Yeah, I'm bragging.
All right, then. So let's talk about what Ant-Man can do
Wemby
too
right
then.
this second.
All right.
Wemby,
When you finish with Wemby, I want to go to Ant-Man.
Wemby's the MVP in the All-Star game, according to Donald. He was the MVP and everything.
No, he wasn't the MVP.
No, you said you would have gave it to him. You would have
Henry
gave
asked
it. And
who
you
would I give it to? I said him. But we know who it was.
Fine. I
It
know
was
who it was
Ant-Man.
too. We know. Say it again. Who was it?
It was Ant-Man.
Okay, say it one more
So
time.
let's see what Ant-Man do.
Say one more time.
Ant-Man beat OKC.
So what I'm saying,
How many times did Ant-Man beat?
Wemby is on that path. It was Bird and Magic and the rest of that path. He's on that path, and he beat OKC, the defending champs, 3 out of 4. He should come out of the West this year alone. He should take his team out of
That's
the
you
West.
saying that, Jerry.
Yeah,
We
I
ain't
know.
saying none of that.
You guys know how good he is.
Let us speak for us.
Speak that.
You
Speak.
gotta put words in our mouth.
Y'all got different two.
Hey, you said
gotta name that two.
hold
You got a
it.
different two.
Let us speak for us.
Different two. Go ahead.
All right. According to you, Ant-Man should be the one coming out. He got the MVP.
Right.
He should be the face of the league. How is it going to look if Ant-Man don't come out? Ant-Man might not even make it through the first round either. I'll tell you what.
We're talking about Wemby though.
If Ant-Man get there, and Wemby get there,
Ant-Man, we talk about
7'5" Wonder Boy.
and you talking about a superstar
We talk
Wonder
about
Boy.
Wemby, you talk about Ant-Man.
Right. So let's see who go the
The
furthest.
one that Donald
Let's see who go the furthest.
He would have gave over the
Let's see who go the furthest.
but check this out.
Fellas,
Jerry.
let's see who go the furthest. We got that on record right
We
now.
got our record.
Ant-Man and Wemby. Let's see who go the furthest.
And I'll make sure I save this too.
Yeah, but check this out.
Go ahead.
You gotta look at OKC team now. Don't forget Jason Williams, but they got a lot of injuries and
Oh,
still.
here we go now.
No, but listen,
They do right now.
Listen, they're
Right now
starters,
they do.
but they still got the best record. I'm saying they're gonna be better than what they are now when they get their whole team back. They had a lot of injuries all year, and they still got the best record.
Forget all that. Let's
I'm
go.
not making no excuses.
Hey,
I'm
Bruce,
telling you how
listen.
powerful
Let's
they
go
are.
with Ant-Man and let's go with Wemby. All right, Bruce.
That's fine with
We
me.
got Wemby. He got
That's
Ant-Man.
fine
Let's
with
see
me.
who goes
That's
further.
fine with me.
We're both of you.
You'll see. If he don't get hurt, he might be on the sidelines. So don't worry about it.
Ant-Man can get hurt too. He might be on the sideline.
Wemby now. We got blood clot.
I got Wemby.
But the only thing I'm saying about the best record, Gold State had the best record too, and LeBron beat him. Okay? So it don't make it that you got
Why
the
you
best
keep
record.
going back 30 years?
That's part of basketball.
No, we're talking about what these guys playing against each
But
other
the
now.
playoffs didn't start yet.
You talk about Ant-Man, and then you go back to Larry
I
Bird.
mean, just go back to last year. Don't go back
Talk about
30
these
years.
guys that they playing against now.
Don't ever bring up nothing in the past.
Not what I'm saying. Not but what I'm saying
Don't bring
is,
up nothing in the past.
I'm saying
If I
is,
can bring up the past,
why you don't let nobody say?
go ahead.
What I'm saying is, if you could compare, you got to compare against the players they playing against now.
I'm doing.
No, you're not.
Nah, you
Every
going back.
time you want to make a point,
You
you
said
bring
that-
up Magic,
You said they got the
you bring
best
up
record.
Bird,
Because you said they got the
Bring up
best
Michael.
record.
against playing against
And
who?
the best record don't mean nothing.
Against playing against
The
who?
best record don't mean nothing.
That's what I'm saying. We talk about right now.
I don't care what it is.
Last year when
We don't care
OKC
about
won
the
it.
playoffs.
Huh? Come on, go
Did
ahead.
something last year when OKC won it.
They had the best record. They won.
All right, so it
Yeah,
do
we
mean
talk
something.
about
Sometimes
right
we do,
now. We
sometimes
talking
we
about the playoffs.
The year before that, they had the best
Sometimes we
record. They
do,
didn't
sometimes
win.
we don't.
You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead, because I'm on fire tonight, man.
Now you burn.
Henry, who you got, Henry? You got Wemby or you got Ant-Man? Who you got?
Well, San Antonio team is better than Minnesota.
I'm just talking about who's going to go the furthest, Ant-Man or Wemby?
Well, I gotta go with San Antonio team is better.
All right, who you going with, Anthony?
Oh, who will go farther between Edwards and Wembyamba?
Wembyana. Who gonna go the farthest this year?
I'll go with Wembyamba.
Okay.
What about you?
I got San Antonio versus OKC in the Western Conference Final.
So you ain't
Period. That answered that question.
That what you're saying? You're not giving Ant-Man a chance? That what you're saying?
I don't think Ant-Man has the team to back him up in order to deal with San Antonio. San Antonio is pretty balanced, man. They got a pretty nice squad.
I'm gonna call you guys on the carpet too now, like I'm doing tonight. All
Now
right?
you got to realize this too. San Antonio has the second best record in the West, but there was a period of time in which Wembanyama wasn't even playing. And then when he came back, he was on the bench for a while. So, and then we got to look at the fact. First of all, you got to beat the champs. OKC is the champs, but San Antonio's been doing it. Let's just see if they do it in the playoffs. So I got San Antonio and OKC as the top two teams in the West. I got Detroit plus the field, and I'm not a Detroit fan. None of these teams are my teams. But as they're playing right now, Detroit, and I got Detroit and Cleveland in the East,
right?
although they're in the same division.
You had the
But
Patriots.
I would say this.
I know. You had the Patriots too, right?
I sure did.
I wouldn't mind the audience. Why you credibility?
Oh, that was a shot. Hey, Anthony, see that? That was a straight jab, man.
You
I
got
would say this.
I don't remind you who you had before.
But Henry, you were saying something?
Yeah, if Anthony Edwards step up his game in the playoffs like a Jimmy Butler did or Bernard King and have a monster,
Say it again,
have
bro.
a monster playoff run, we have seen guys do that.
Yeah.
But now, when they put a team on their shoulder, the other team may be better. But if Anthony Edwards can do that, the whole thing is, can he go on a Bernard King run like Bernard King with the Knicks in the playoffs or Jimmy Butler and carry Minnesota to the
One of those guys
finals?
win a ring.
Well, you know, you have to.
One of those guys win a
He
ring.
has. Remember, Edwards. Minnesota has gotten to the West Finals the last 2 years, so it's not like it's something he hasn't done.
I'm going to solve this, and we're going to move on again. All right, we all watched the NBA All-Star game. These were the best NBA players in the league from the world and United States, right?
Right.
Those are the best players. Who won MVP again?
Ant-Man.
Jerry, I get what you're saying, but if you ask Anthony Edwards, this will be the last thing I say tonight. Would you rather be MVP of the All-Star game or MVP of the NBA Finals?
It'll be MVP of the Finals, of course.
There you go. So I mean, it's nice.
Bragging on
And I want to ask Henry, those guys you just brought up that ended up winning a ring,
No.
are you bringing them up for that?
I have a question.
No.
Ant-Man ain't gonna win no ring.
I have a question. Hey, Jerry, in 1987, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan averaged 37.5 points a game. Started out with a 50-pointer on Gerald Wilkins and took it from there all the way through the whole year. But then Magic Johnson won the MVP that year. Was Magic Johnson a better player? That's the point I'm making with Wembanyama. Magic Johnson had a better team. I think that Anthony Edwards is a good player, a superstar, an absolute superstar. But I just think that Wembanyama has what it takes to be even better than anybody in the league. And the only person I can compare him to, I actually think that the Joker is the best player in the league right now. Wembanyama is on his way, but I got Joker, Wembanyama as 1A, and then I got SGA behind Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards just got hot because remember, Anthony Edwards got hot in an NBA All-Star team, but isn't Tom Chambers an NBA All-Star MVP? Is he in the Hall of Fame? Is he one of the best records?
Magic made him MVP.
So was Ralph.
Huh?
Magic made him MVP. I remember that game.
I remember that. Remember he did the dunk flying over? That's the point. Listen,
backwards.
Ant got hot. Ant got hot at the right time, you know?
But
No
Kevin,
big deal.
question. All right, okay. Who got the better? Is Minnesota team that good though?
They're okay. No, they're not as good as San Antonio OKC.
Wemby makes San Antonio better. Without Wemby, you could pick either one of them.
They got Castle and DeRozan now. They're looking good all around. But Wemby makes an elite team.
Wemby makes and then Gobert in the center.
Okay. All
See,
right.
that's what gave
So-
San Antonio the edge over.
Yeah,
over Minnesota.
but Anthony Edwards is carrying his team like he's supposed
No,
to.
they got Randall, they got Devo. Randall been getting
Randall-
30 points. He averaged.
Yeah, I was going to say Randall been going off since he been there.
Playing good.
Randall. That's the Lakers and Julius Randall.
What you think about a man averaging 25 points a game? What you think about a man averaging 25 points a game?
Let's see what you do in the playoffs. What do you do in the playoffs?
I'm saying, they went to the finals last year.
Yeah.
Finals.
Minnesota went to the finals.
Western Conference Finals. Okay.
So Randall doing his thing.
What happened when they got?
Yeah, Randall's getting down.
Now what happened? You keep moving the goalpost. Now what happened when they got to the finals?
No.
FGA stepped up. That's what happened.
Is Julius Randall All-Star? All-Star.
Sure, he was an all-star.
Is he that one now? I know about that.
Listen, once you're an all-star, they don't never take that away.
Yeah.
Once you're an all-star, you never lose that title. When you go on your resume, they say all-star one time or all-star 14 times.
Was he in the All-Star game this year? Yes or no? No. Okay. All right, I don't care about what he did back then. You keep going on. Was he in the All-Star game this year?
Woo!
Was he in LA? Was he in LA this year?
A lot of them
No,
wasn't.
okay, he
A
was.
lot of them
And
wasn't.
he's Ant-Man's second best player on the team?
Yeah.
And he wasn't even an All-Star?
Yeah, but a lot of
He wasn't
second
even an
guys.
All-Star?
Yeah, a lot of guys second on the team wasn't all.
That's a good point, Jerry.
It's a great point.
That's a good
Thank
point.
you, Kevin. Give me
That's a good point.
Hey,
There's
so
a lot
let me
of
ask-
guys- there's a lot of guys that's
Second
the
best
second fiddle on the team that didn't make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
hey, so let me ask you guys this.
How many
Plenty of them.
All-Stars does San Antonio have in the playoffs this year? They had the guy that hit the shot. The
Castle played on the rookie team. He
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
play on the regular
And the
team.
other guy
They had
played too.
DeRozan.
They were,
You know what I mean?
Not DeRozan.
not DeRozan,
The left-hand
the
guy.
left-hand guy.
Yeah, Fox.
Jim Fox. Yeah.
Fox.
he did.
So they at least
Yeah.
All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
All right, how many?
Two old guys.
How many
But
Minnesota?
them guys, they weren't on the All-Star team though.
Yeah, Fox was.
Yeah, he was a last minute replacement
He
Oh,
was
he was? Okay.
an All-Star.
for Steph Curry.
He hit the big shot. He was an All-Star.
Oh,
week.
okay.
Steph got hurt. He replaced
Look,
Steph.
I don't care.
Yeah,
He was
he
in the game.
replaced stuff.
He wasn't the original pick.
Then
No,
why
he
did you Randall go and get in that game?
Oh, come on now. You're gonna keep it. If no matter who I would have named, you would have said, why Randall they going?
Hey, right? He was
Hey,
Steph didn't play.
good thing
I was
you-
like, everything. That's I said,
Good
why,
thing you don't design.
why didn't Big Randall then?
Good thing you don't design football field.
Oh,
They'd
my
be
God.
200 feet.
Oh my God.
So you keep going through the goal.
You know,
Hey, talking about football real quick. So what do you guys think
why didn't Big Randall? Go ahead.
with Tyreek Hill? You think he's gonna wind up going? You think he's gonna wind up going to Kansas City now that he got released by the Miami Dolphins? What do you think? What team would you guys think Tyreek Hill is gonna wind up playing for?
That'd be a good move. That's a good question.
I wouldn't
That'd
be
a good
surprised if he
move.
went back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that'd be a good move.
They miss him, so I can see him going back.
They bought
Before anybody else
back
get him.
too.
How's his attitude though? He got his attitude right?
Yeah, but they didn't worry about his attitude.
They had him under control.
Yeah. They bought
why did he leave? Free agent or something?
yeah, to get that money.
Money thing.
Right.
Yeah,
They wanted to keep him.
Don't forget they brought the enemy back
But
too.
why are they
you know.
offering the money then?
They made a mistake.
That was their loss.
You know, like you said, the enemy. They made a couple mistakes.
And the thing with Tyreek, his money's not guaranteed. So I think and he's out injured. I think the best bet for him is to get in that system with Kansas City.
Yeah, that'd be a good move, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. You guys know I'm on fire tonight, man. So
Yes, you are, brother. I was gonna tell you that, man.
Running your
Woo!
when you
I
do it.
feel a smoke.
Don't miss.
Yeah, hey, one more
He
topic.
running the stuff.
One more
He
topic.
like the comedian that crack a joke and laugh at his
I
own
might.
joke.
Hey, nah, listen. He's so hot tonight. You and Don gotta be sweating in there.
Yeah.
I might call it smoke talk instead of sports talk.
Ah,
Hey,
Hey,
listen,
so my-
Tua Baloa. What if they talking about benching him, right? Did anybody hear this? Did I get it right?
but his money's guaranteed too. Yeah, that's the only problem.
right.
Trying to figure out if they want to eat that contract or not.
Yeah,
So what do you think? What do you guys think gonna happen to Tua Baloa? Will they
I don't know.
Will they bench him if they can't get rid of him? That's the big question.
And they're gonna have to.
If he ain't winning games,
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yeah. They probably
How you
will, Tony.
compensate for guaranteed contracts and you bench them? You just got to get a quarterback in there that's going to win. That's going to put the people in the seats to offset the contract.
Or give him
It'll be terrible if they have to pay him like Cleveland have to pay Deshaun Watson, and you're not winning. And by not winning, you're not generating income. See, a lot what happens. That's what people don't realize. The ticket sales is what pays everybody's bill. You
Right.
fill them seats up, you jamming. And we can think about a year. Think about this. You remember when Michael Jordan showed up in the NBA? What, like 84? And then you had the Chicago Bears in 1985. How much income did they generate just because they put the people in the stands? You know, Chicago was a hot town at that time. They had the best player. They got rid of Reggie Theus, sent him down to Atlanta. Then they got this kid named Michael Jordan. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of guys wearing a uniform did this thing called what? The Super Bowl Shuffle. Remember that? But and that they generated a lot of money from that. The refrigerator. You know, so it's all a money thing.
that shuffle one. Oh, that Icky Woods dance in Cincinnati.
Yep, the Icky Shuffle. Yeah, it's all about the money, man. It is definitely about the money.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But I couldn't have a almost $100 million man sitting on the bench. You better get out there.
You better get out there and play. Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, you see what Cleveland's saying? They looking forward to trying to get Watson back right to start. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they paying him all that money.
Yeah.
You know, so his contract was guaranteed. But with Miami, since they cut Tyreek, so their thing is they ain't gonna try to win. But Tyreek was hurt too, so
They cut
I don't know if he's coming back this year.
the linebacker. They cut Chubb. He's still tough, man.
Well, obviously they're not planning on winning. They're not even trying to win.
Right.
Players.
Yeah. No, their linebacker. He was what, all pro? Chubb.
Oh, they cut him too.
Yeah, they
So
cut him.
what you guys, since you're talking about football, what's the chances of Seattle going back to back again? You know, because a lot of worry about they don't want to go to Disney World. You know, I mean, so
No, they can go back to back.
They were
Hey, they got a good shot.
Yeah,
I think they have a very good shot.
See, they didn't get there on a humbug.
Nah, they played.
Great defense and
They've been playing all year.
just like everybody else. They still can get better. That's like everybody else.
right.
So they the team to beat. That's like OKC is the team to beat now.
And I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
see.
No matter how good people doing, KC's still the team to beat. And they raised the stand when most of their players out hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, they proved last year. It wasn't no fluke. They won the NBA championship. They had the best record. They had the MVP of the league.
Yep.
And the finals, NBA finals MVP.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, Shea is good.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I don't see why he don't get the recognition he should get. But like you said, he don't do what?
He's too smooth. He ain't got that drama.
He don't bring the drama.
But I tell you something, man. Wemby is their kryptonite.
Okay.
Wemby make a big difference in that on that defense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out of this world the difference that Wemby make on defense. This guy, a lot of big guys is lazy on defense. This guy looked to block the shot.
He runs, he gets it off the board, he runs the floor.
Yeah.
And his three-pointer is nice, man. He's a good shooter.
Yeah, he even blocking guys shooting 3-pointers.
Yeah, he come get you, man. He's serious, man.
How old is Wemby?
No, he got to be about 20 now.
About 20 now?
Yeah.
I saw Wemby play many times. He's great.
Yeah, that's the difference in
Minnesota. I never saw a big man
No.
play the way Wemby played. I'll be
Right.
the first.
No one has.
First came on the scene. I never saw nobody like Magic Johnson.
I did.
Yeah.
Sue Campbell, New Haven Rivercross High School. Sue Campbell, 6'9", played point guard.
I remember all that now.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you.
Sue can dribble a little bit, but
Sue
I would
brought
put
that
him nowhere
ball down.
near.
No, I'm
Nowhere
not saying he was Magic now.
Yeah,
Don't be misled by what you thought I see.
Yeah, well, he
I'm
dribbles.
saying at
the guy.
6'9",
Yeah, but he wasn't bringing the
Sue-
ball up like
Sue brought the ball down at 6'9" for cross.
When he had to. When
He
he had
brought
to.
it down a lot.
I remember Sue bringing the ball.
I'm not saying he was Magic now. I mean, he didn't do all those
Yeah,
fancy passes, but he
yeah.
brought that ball down.
No. Sue had a good handle. I'm not saying
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did. He did.
No,
Nice left-handed hand.
Yeah,
I remember.
but he still wasn't like Magic.
No, he wasn't
You know,
Magic.
I'm talking about when Magic made the 6'9" point guard or
Yeah,
the
he did.
6'9" guy
Yeah, he
famous.
Yeah.
you know, that you can do it. He made all the 6'9" guys like
He
LeBron,
revolutionized
right? Kevin
the
Durant, all them
position.
guys,
Yeah.
Giannis, that we can bring the ball up too.
Yeah,
Right?
but I wouldn't put Kevin Durant in there with that.
No, I'm not talking about.
No, not at the ball handler. No,
Hey, he's a good ball
No,
handler.
he's a shooter.
he can
He's not
shoot.
a ball handler.
Kevin Durant, yeah.
He
You
can
can
shoot
see
his
when
own
the guy,
shot.
when Durant, if you watch Durant
He created his
play,
own shot though.
it's a big difference in creating your own shot and being a good ball handler. I mean, you could take up 2 dribbles and step back and you got an open shot at 7 feet tall. You know what I mean? I'm talking about guys, if you watch Durant play, if he dribbles the ball, when he see that defense coming to him, he usually pick that ball up and get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but Kendall, I'm gonna ask you a question. My brother and I talked a little bit about this on the phone. The Houston Rockets. I'm going back now, so I don't want you guys jump on me. I'm gonna go back. Make a point.
Give
You
us a
say,
warning.
fella. You say, fella.
I'm going back. The Houston Rockets had 2 #1 draft picks. They picked Ralph Sampson in 1983.
And
Yeah. And Keem Olajuwon.
In
Back to back.
1984. Why didn't they pick Michael Jordan? Because they already had a big man. They already had Ralph Sampson. Why go after 2 big men when you can get Michael? And Michael Jordan was the College Player of the Year one year. He had the big shot against Georgetown as a freshman. Everybody knew who Michael Jordan was. He was on this the cover of, I think, my Sports Illustrated in college. Mike was the
Once again, listen, but watch this. Akeem Olajuwon, and his name was Akeem at that time, was at the University of Houston.
Right.
We had the situation.
Okay.
We had the situation with DeAndre Ayton when he was at the University of Arizona, and we had Luka Doncic, so they took DeAndre Ayton because it was all about the money. We know for a fact they had Ralph Sampson. You had to go with Michael Jordan, but how could you do that when you had Phi Slamma Jamma? He had a following. And what happened? And you look at the audience, because I was watching that. Michael Jordan's birthday is February 17th today. My birthday is February 15th. I was watching that from the whole thing. And I was wondering, wow, you got this 7-footer, and they kept on saying Guy Lewis was a guy. Matter of fact, there was a kid on the team named Benny something. I mean, you had Clyde Drexler, Michael Young, some other guy, and they kept on saying that, you know what? If Michael Jordan was in any other draft, they're going to take him. But the no-brainer for Houston and the city of Houston was to take this guy who had made All-American 2 years in a row in the finals from University of Houston for the Houston Rockets. That's the only reason why. You can find it in the National. There was a newspaper back in the day called the National.
It's a failure. They didn't work. That didn't work out.
Yeah, but that was one of the
Okay.
plans.
But Kendall, now the reason why Portland didn't get Michael because they already had Clyde Drexler.
They had Clyde Drexler.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying, even when Shaq was with Orlando in '92, the next year they had the #1 draft pick and they picked.
And they took Anthony Hardaway over Chris Webber.
Listen, and they traded Chris Webber because they already had Shaq and they got Hardaway.
Yeah.
If you already got a good big man, why we get another big man? You already got because Ralph Sampson wasn't no slouch. He was
he was good. Yeah.
First round pick. He was probably bigger than Olajuwon in college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why would you get another big man when you got a Michael Jordan? You got a guard right there. Why would you get another big man when you got 2 big men?
Because the big man, they already had Ralph Sampson as a big man, and the next big man coming out was the only reason I'm telling you. I wish I could find the article. The only reason was he was from the University of Houston. They had a following, this thing called Phi Slamma Jamma. Houston gets the first pick. They had to go with the hometown dude. They didn't know that Michael Jordan was going to be as good as he was, but they knew that Akeem Olajuwon was a 7-footer, and they're going to go with the Twin Towers. The first set of Twin Towers were Mel Turpin and Sam Bowie in Kentucky. Remember that back in the day? So they said, okay, we're gonna get our set of Twin Towers. So Sam Bowie, who was an All-American back in the day, with a high school All-American with Isaiah Thomas, Rod Foster, who was here in New Britain, Sam Bowie, I forgot the other 2. Houston had a situation. They were going to say, well, are we going to take Mr. Jordan or will he be around? They just thought, oh, are we going to take Sam Bowie? But when they got the first pick, it was like, it was a no-brainer. Akeem Olajuwon was the no-brainer because he was from the University of Houston. They did the same thing years later with DeAndre Ayton. Everybody in the draft knew that Luka Doncic was the best available player, and they took him. Then also the mistake was made again with Joe Dumars when he picked up the guy named Darko Milicic because he wanted a big man, and he didn't go with Carmelo Anthony because Rasheed Wallace and Tayshaun Prince have fallen into their self. It was a system back then. I mean, you look back, you say, hey man, they should have gotten Michael Jordan, that's for sure. But Houston, University of Houston, and it was a money move. I wish I could find these articles for you. I'm glad that we're like on Sports Talk on YouTube and somebody could look it up. It's in the National.
And Kendall, don't forget Marvin Webster and Bill Cartwright with the Knicks now.
Yeah.
They was before Boyd.
Yeah, but Marvin Webster was like an enforcer, 6'9". He may have played but he was no 7-footer.
Marvin Webster was 7'1".
Marvin, what? Oh yeah, he sure was. Marvin, yeah.
Call him the human eraser.
Human eraser.
Yeah.
I remember Marvin Webster.
Yeah.
Oregon State, I think one of them.
You know, listen, I'm thinking about Maurice Lucas. Yeah, Marvin Webster was a big dude. Yes.
Maurice Lucas was about 6'8".
Yeah, 6'8".
Yeah, 6'9", 6'8". Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was definitely the enforcer.
Yeah, he was. So let's just say if Lakers had Kareem and Elijah Wan was the next #1 pick, but they would have picked Elijah Wan to go with Kareem, or they would have got Magic to go with Kareem. Which one?
I think they would have got Magic. I think it was a no-brainer. They were going to pick Magic no matter what. Now it was all about proximity. It's a money, man. I'm telling you guys, it's a money. I wish I could find the article in the National.
Who was more popular coming out as a rookie, Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson?
I can't answer that.
It was Magic. He just come off of a championship.
He came up a championship. Yeah.
That's why he would have been picked before Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, Magic.
He was definitely a #1 draft pick.
It was been crazy for the Lakers to pick when you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You don't think about no center.
No.
You got Kareem, the best center
and
out
Magic,
there.
Magic coming out like
I don't care what you say about Elijah Wan. He never would have been a Kareem.
I'm
No.
saying,
but this, I would say this on that question. It depends on what part of career Kareem was at. Now, if it was near Kareem's end, yes. But while he was in his prime, no. Because then you would have had Kareem, Elijah Wan is probably thinking for a replacement.
But what I'm saying, you already got Ralph Sampson the year before. 1983, you got the #1 college player. That's why James Worthy didn't come out that year. He said he really came out the year before. He said, listen, I will be in the same draft class with Ralph Sampson. He came out before. Ralph Sampson was the college player. He was going to be the next Kareem, next Wembanyama at that time.
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah.
So let me finish.
You got him. Why would you get another center and you got a Michael Jordan that already on North Carolina, the college player of the year, the man show what he can do. Why would you get another big man when you got a Michael Jordan? I think they would have got Isaiah Thomas before they got Elijah Wan to go with Ralph Sampson.
But look at it like this too, bro. And I would agree. So Michael Jordan in that era of Michael Jordan era, he was the #1 player. And would you guys say out of that whole era, Hakeem Olajuwon was #2?
Yeah.
Come on.
In that era, yes.
In that era. When
NBA.
Played,
NBA.
would you say Michael was #1 and Kareem was not?
Yeah.
Only two that got rings.
That's true.
They're the only two that got rings.
You're talking about in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm talking about in that era.
Hey, Henry, they the only two that got rings.
And you're right. But what I'm saying, because all the guys that played in that era, okay, so we're talking about they both was drafted at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? They both were drafted. So if you look at it, Michael wind up being the best player, but Elijah Wan was really #2.
Yeah.
In that era. And in Michael Jordan's era, who would you guys say was the second best player in Michael Jordan's era?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
He
He actually won the 2 championships that Michael Jordan wasn't around for.
Only 2 to 1 ring. We agree 100% what you said.
I'm going to have to say something. I've never been a big Ralph Sampson fan like you guys.
I'm
I
not a big
liked
Ralph
him.
Sampson fan.
I liked him, but I thought that he was been better as a forward. So
Yeah.
in my mind, that was why they went and got Olajuwon.
And he did. They moved him to forward. He was a power forward. And
He
Keem Olajuwon was in the middle.
made a great center. He did not make a good forward.
Yeah, his injuries messed him up.
Yeah, he just didn't fill his role. But had Sampson filled his role, it would have worked out great.
Yeah, but I agree.
Yeah.
I agree that was a bad move, bringing them two together. I agree with that.
Right, I agree. Because
Only because Sampson didn't fill his role.
But they didn't.
Yeah, well, they knocked the Lakers out in the final and lost to the finals to the Boston Celtics one year.
But Kendall, do you think Michael and Ralph Sampson would have meshed better than Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
You had to go. Donald said no.
Like I said, I ain't giving Sampson that much credit.
No, but we saying they would have been better.
Nobody matched good.
You saw with Magic Johnson in the All-Star game?
You
saw Ralph Sampson in the All-Star game with Magic?
They got 22 assists. Magic got 22 assists that year.
Yeah.
We never saw Ralph play like
that.
But
the only reason we
I'm giving Magic the credit on that.
Yeah, but the only reason we said it, he would have been better with Jordan because the same reason we said Kareem was better with Magic. You always mess better with a smaller man than two big men together. That's the only reason Jordan and Ralph would have been better than Jordan and Olajuwon and Ralph.
Maybe you guys are right.
Yeah,
but here's the thing. Hey, gentlemen.
Hurt so much, I know was a big.
I mean, just like Shaq.
Only on that point.
Like Shaq and Penny Hardaway compared to Shaq and Chris Webber.
Yeah, same thing.
Or Kobe, Shaq with Bilotti Divac, or Shaq and Kobe. Because
but Jerry, whenever we think about that draft of Akeem Olajuwon, Sam Bowie, and Michael Jordan, we never say Akeem Olajuwon. He was the understood person. They say you can't coach height. He was from Houston. Save that. That's NBA. That's money. He already has a built-in audience right there in Houston. They win the 2 finals. They were the most popular team for 2 years. Houston gets the first pick. That's a wrap. But whenever we think of that draft, we always say Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan. And then they got to justify it. Michael Jordan turned out to be much better than we thought he would. He won the championships. The 2 years that he left, guess who won them? Akeem Olajuwon. And was a factor in winning them. Blocking John Starks' shot, torching David Robinson on the way. Akeem Olajuwon and Patrick Ewing took them all out.
Did you mean?
So Akeem Olajuwon lived up to the hype.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it was a no-brainer.
But a lot of people still put their asterisk on his championship because they said that Michael didn't play baseball.
They put no asterisks on it. You can't say
if.
You can't say if. He wasn't
there.
there.
Michael wasn't there and Akeem Olajuwon won. Done deal.
I put it up there.
We had discussed on the show. You maybe
I put it up there.
You put it up there.
Yeah, but I'm saying
we had that conversation.
I'm saying the man won 2. You can't say if he was there, they would have won it.
Yeah.
What about the other 9 years that Mike
you
was
don't want to
there?
say the Booster that you might win 8 in a row.
But I'm saying what I'm saying now.
If you won 8 in a row, then
I'm saying what I'm saying now. What about the other 9 years that Mike was in the league? Yeah, but you said he would have won them. What about the other ones? He should have won them too.
I heard you say one time he could have won 8 in a row. Did you say that?
No, I ain't never said that.
You never said that? Okay.
You ain't never heard me say should have won them.
I said Michael could have won if he had stayed. I'm not giving
it's a chance he could have.
I'm not giving Akeem
but it ain't no guarantee.
Because the years that Michael didn't play, Akeem didn't make it. So to me, you don't get nothing.
Right.
You don't get nothing for not making it. Right. When Michael left, that was Patrick Ewing and Akeem had a chance, and Akeem beat Patrick Ewing.
But when Olajuwon didn't make it there, it wasn't because of Mike. It was somebody in the West that kept him from getting there.
But that wasn't Mike's fault.
No, but we're not saying it. We said it's just fortunate that when Mike went out, Olajuwon, whoever was beating him in the West, he overcame that and beat them.
And think about Olajuwon defeated what? Didn't he defeat Shaquille O'Neal in the West? And he also defeated Patrick Ewing in the finals, and he defeated David Robinson on the way to the final, didn't he? Wasn't he?
Really great, but Michael wasn't there.
But it's not Olajuwon's fault that Michael went to play baseball either.
It's not Michael's fault that the 9 years that Mike did play, that Olajuwon didn't make it. That's not my fault either.
But it ain't his fault either.
That's Olajuwon's fault. I don't want to hear he didn't get by. He didn't get by the Lakers. He didn't get by him.
Michael wasn't there when he went there.
He couldn't get by until Mike. We know what Mike was doing. Mike was playing baseball.
Yeah, but
Olajuwon was playing basketball. Mike, we know what Mike was doing. He was playing baseball. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, but the argument you're making is it ain't like Mike beat
No.
Him
No.
and the
The argument I'm making, Elijah
Wan
didn't make it to beat
yeah, but
Mike.
so it's apples and oranges. We can't say either way because it ain't like you said.
Mike
Let me
had to go out. Are we
he
clear on
didn't
that?
have to go out.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did. Come on, we all know the real story.
Mike didn't never beat Elijah Wan in the West.
Mike had to go out to play baseball. You think he wanted to go? Why do you think he came back?
Listen, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Elijah Wan never made it to the final when Mike.
Whose fault is that?
Let me finish. When he was playing, he never made it to the final. So it wasn't because of Mike.
I didn't say it was.
Yeah, you said he didn't win till Mike went out. He didn't
That's
make it to
true.
the finals
That's
till Mike
true.
went out. It didn't have
That's
nothing to
true.
do. It didn't have
He
nothing
didn't
to
win
do
it.
with.
Mike wasn't there. If Mike wasn't there, he might not would have won those two. We'll never know.
No, we know that. But
We'll
I'm saying,
never know.
yeah, but what I'm saying is somebody in the West beat him. It
Yeah.
wasn't because of Mike.
It was because he wasn't good enough to make it to the final.
Well, that
That's
could
what
be
it
true.
was.
That could be true too.
But Don, can I ask you a
That
question?
could be
man?
true.
Yeah,
Then we're gonna close after this here. It's 7:12. You guys said that Michael and Elijah was the number 1 and number 2 player in the league, right? At that time, right? Was Elijah better than Isaiah Thomas?
You can't compare a big man. Like
No,
that.
what I'm saying.
At his position, he was.
Isaiah Thomas beat Michael 3 times in a row.
At his position, he
There's
was.
no guarantee that Elijah wouldn't beat him.
We're talking two
No,
different
Yeah,
West
yeah.
and East now. So you're always jumping around. West and East.
I'm
It
not
don't
jumping,
mean
I'm not jumping
nothing.
around. No, because they never played each other. Like Bruce said, they never. So you don't know because they never.
Hey, listen, hey Jerry, I think that Isaiah Thomas was just as good a point guard as Akeem Olajuwon was a center, both winning 2 championships. I wouldn't compare them. I put them on the same trajectory. They both won 2 championships. I think they both lived up to the hype. They both were the number 1 overall pick. So as a point guard, Isaiah Thomas's impact on the NBA, because just like Isaiah Thomas knocked off Magic, he knocked off Bird, he knocked off Jordan. Well, Akeem Olajuwon knocked off Shaq. He knocked off David Robinson. He knocked off a Patrick Ewing. So I would literally put them neck and neck. I would think that they would probably be right there as far as all-star second-tier point guards. The reason why I say that, because I would have Magic Johnson as my number 1 point guard. You're probably going to put Steph Curry over Isaiah Thomas. And then over in the centers, more than likely, people are going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Shaq or Wilt Chamberlain are above Olajuwon when it comes to centers. So by having that trajectory, I would have Isaiah Thomas and Akeem Olajuwon the same. Isaiah Thomas as a point guard, Akeem Olajuwon as a center, along with the fact that they both have 2 championships.
And so, with Kerry, I would pick Kerry over Isaiah as a shooter, but I would definitely not pick Kerry over Isaiah as a point guard.
That's right.
Right, as a point guard. Right, Isaiah Thomas as a point guard was
You put
amazing.
Kerry as a shooting guard.
Yes.
I'll take him over Isaiah.
Steph Curry to me is a shooting guard who can play point. Redefine the game. Yep.
Say real quick, I just Googled up because since Akeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan never played each other in the playoff because one was Eastern Conference and the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So we can only go by the regular season meetings.
Yeah.
So they played 23 games against you because they only played twice. So the Houston Rockets with Akeem Olajuwon leads 13-10 over the Michael Jordan and
There it is. Yeah.
and Chicago Bulls in regular season. It's not the playoff. Not the
We all
playoff.
know this. We mean nothing in the playoff.
Right. That's
We mean nothing in the playoff. We're not talking about regular season.
Right, John, I agree.
Let's talk about the finals.
All I was saying is that's what we can really go by because they never played in
the East, or both of them was in the West. Would
It'll be a different story.
Yeah.
right. But they one was they never met the championship.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But Henry, that's a good stat. So there's no loss when it comes to picking Olajuwon over Jordan.
He's not saying they would have beat him, Don. But he's saying if they played 30 times and this is your record out of 30 times, they're almost even Stevens. So you can't say one team would beat the other one because the stats speak for itself.
And
Right.
that's what I'm
The
saying.
stats speaks for itself.
And the playoff would have made a big difference. They would have met the championship.
But we don't know because
Part of Isaiah beat Michael twice. That was
Three
before
times. 3 times.
All right, before Michael got on his run. When Michael got on his run, what Isaiah was that there? Michael did 3, then turned around, came back, did 3 more. What was Isaiah at there?
He was old. He retired. So
All right.
Bird retired too. So the Magic.
All right.
That was Michael era. I'm not knocking that.
All right.
I'm not knocking that.
All right. So them two was
What-
all right.
What about
But he
Michael in
really-
Washington? What about Michael in Washington then? I mean, he was saying Michael Jordan,
come
right?
on, I'll be the first one to
All
admit
right,
he
all
was
right,
washed up.
Okay.
I'm the first one to admit he was washed
that
up.
was Isaiah Thomas then. Basically, he
He
was
went to the
done.
old folks' home when he went to Washington.
He was done.
Well, no, he went as an owner, as a player owner, on his way to making $1 billion. It's all about the money, man. It's green. Color's green.
He was like the pink soap pad, all washed up.
Yeah.
So like I said, this is all speculation.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. We'll never know. But
And real quick, I know real quick, Michael Jordan, today you guys said his birthday.
Yes, you said it.
His racing team won him a championship.
You won a championship, yeah.
On Sunday, yep.
Yeah.
again, the whole thing started when I brought up Ralph Sampson, and Elijah Wan, the number 2.
Hey, listen, you brought the drama, Jerry. That's how it all started.
But I'm saying, Michael got disrespected back then. He got disrespected.
Yeah.
He got disrespected by Portland. He got disrespected by Houston, and he got disrespected because there's no way if you had a Ralph Sampson, you're going to pass on Michael Jordan, and you got a Ralph and a Michael Jordan.
But it was green. It was Guy Lewis. It was Houston, University of Houston Rockets. That was a no-brainer.
The way he made out in Chicago, I'm sure he happy it went the way it did.
Yeah,
I know it worked out well for Jordan.
Absolutely.
But he didn't win till he got Scotty, though. And
Yeah.
he's Robin, all them guys helped him out too now. Tony Kukoc, all of them helped him out. It wasn't just Michael Brothers.
Oh,
See,
no.
It wasn't just
I know
Michael.
that
To
better
me,
than
just
anybody.
my
Who led the
opinion,
team?
man, but-
Who led the way?
Scotty,
Oh,
to
Michael.
me, Scotty was
All
just as nice as Mike to me, man.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Best Tonto you could have had. The
Yes,
Lone Ranger had his Tonto.
Yes, sir.
Scotty was the best
Scotty
Tonto
was
you
a
could have had.
bad man, man.
He got Tonto, though.
No, he right. He right. He was definitely Tonto.
Yeah, because that was Michael's job to score.
Yeah, but Scotty was a bad man, man.
And he goes
Yes,
up.
Scotty was.
Goes
But
up.
see, the thing that really hurt Scotty, when Michael left, Scotty, they couldn't bring him to the championship.
Well, Michael didn't do it for Scotty got there either.
Right.
No,
The same thing.
That's right.
Well, Michael could have got the first round. So
Right.
Scotty got there.
Right.
Scottie Pippen has 6 rings.
so they,
End
so
game.
They both couldn't do it without each other.
Right.
Scottie Pippen has 6 rings.
You can't blame one because he didn't do it when Michael left, and Michael didn't do it when he got there.
Hey, they say a glove ain't no good if you ain't got no hand to put in it.
That's right. That's right.
63 points and 49 points is still lost. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, 63 points and you lose. So
Yeah.
he did his part. He just lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing we all can agree on, all of them boys was bad back then.
Yeah,
They sure were.
Jordan, all them boys was bad,
All of
man.
that. All of
I
that.
still don't see why people be saying that they couldn't play in this era. That ain't that far back. Them boys were flying all over the place back
Yeah.
then.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Any
Them
year.
guys could play in any era.
Any year. It's like the Bronx couldn't play back then.
Exactly.
Right? Anytime. Henny, close out a prayer, bro. Minister Henny.
All right. Father, we thank you for your grace, your love, your mercy. Lord, we just ask that you bless each household that's represented here tonight, Father, in the name of Jesus. Those that are listening, God, bless their households, God, meet their every need according to your riches and glory by Christ Jesus. And Father, as we leave and depart from this show, we also pray for Pastor Teague and his wife, God, as they're at the house, and for Bob McCormick, Lord, that you would stretch out your hand and send healing their way, Father, in the mighty name of Jesus. And we give your name the praise and glory and honor. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, gentlemen. See you Friday.
Yep.
Who's
right.
in the hospital? Pam?
Yeah, Pam's
Yeah, Pam.
Well, she's at the emergency room. All right,
Well,
so-
she was at the emergency room, yeah.
all right, bro.
All right, I'll talk